General Christopher Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff, emphasized the importance of collaboration between Nigeria and Sahelian countries to combat terrorism.
If you remember, since independence, Nigeria has been a country that will, if there's any problem in any African country, even when it was issues in South Africa, we went and brought all of them to come and stay here until there's peace. Nelson Mandela and all these people came to Nigeria to stay when there were issues there. Charles Taylor in Liberia, we brought him to Nigeria to stay until there's peace. As we speak, the former president of Sierra Leone is in Nigeria just so that we can have peace. So we have always been a peaceful country, and we want to remain like that. So please let us not allow anybody to come and tell us anything otherwise. We are one people, we are one family. I visited Niger last year, and I was very warmly received, and I'm very happy about it. I'm looking forward to visiting Mali and Burkina Faso. We need to stay together.
Noted that the Sahel region's security is deeply connected to Nigeria's and vice versa.
So it's important for them to understand that peace is more than war, and without peace there can be development. It shows that we're working together. Before now we used to work in silos. Now we have understood that no one country, no one individual can do this. We need to work in a partnership relationship together, and that's what this shows, that we need to work together.
The Sahel region, which spans 5,000 kilometers from the Atlantic Ocean to the Red Sea, is home to over 150 million people across 10 countries. This region faces numerous challenges. General Musa stated this on Thursday when he received a delegation of the Sahelian think tank Alliance the Sahel from Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger in Abuja. He restated that the kinetic and non-kinetic must go hand in hand, adding that the kinetic accounts for only 30% of the solution.
My message is that the kinetic and the non-kinetic must go hand in hand, but the kinetic only provides 30% of the solution. The non-kinetic is basic. We must be able to have good governance within our countries, fairness, justice, equity. With that, our citizens will feel safe, will feel wanted, will have a sense of belonging. And it is only then that we can put hands together and work to ensure that we defeat all acts of criminality within our region. And when I went as a theater commander, we saw that we need everybody to be on board for us to have peace. But we realized that the kinetic and the non-kinetic must go hand in hand. Kinetic means the use of force. The non-kinetic means using other aspects of getting across to them to have an understanding. And they were given the understanding that if they surrender and come out, they will be treated fairly. The important aspect is building confidence across the line. Even though they have committed a lot of atrocities, and what we realize is that not all of them were part of it. Some of them were prosecuted, some of them were slaved or enslaved, some of them were forced into it. It's very important right from the beginning to know that all of them are not innocent. We use our own kinetic operation. If we deny them where they will get logistics. Les empêche la logistique. So logistics became very difficult, getting money became difficult, movement became difficult. And then psychologically what we did again, we had leaflets. We wrote some leaflets, we had religious leaders. On a aussi les leaders religieux qu'on a mis à contribution. We were able to interpret the Quran and other religious things, the truth about them. La vérité sur... we wrote these leaflets in different languages, in Hausa, in Kanuri, in Fulani, in everything. We use our helicopter, we use our airplanes, flew over their locations, took pictures, and dropped those leaflets. A lot of them that surrendered came with those leaflets saying, look, I saw this, that people came out. So it encouraged them to come out even on their own. In fact, the rate at which they were coming out, their commanders started seizing their weapons, not allowing them to come out. Because they were losing the men on the ground. Remember I told you that they told them that once they come out, the military will always kill them. When they came out and saw that they were not killed, and those leaflets showed the pictures how their other colleagues that came out are feeling very well, treated well, they started coming out. And we also, some of the commanders were very close to their parents, especially their mothers. So like I said, to win this war, you have to use so many different diverse systems. We were able to get the phone numbers of their mothers. We got their own phone numbers and we give their mothers those phone numbers. Mothers call them, they have not seen them for 4 or 5 years.
Et les mères les ont appelés, elles ne ont pas vu pendant
Their
5 ans.
top commanders, when the mothers called them, they started crying.
Quand leur mère les appelle, ils commencent à
Mothers called them out, and some of them, that's how they pulled out from
Et c'est
there.
en ce sens que beaucoup d'entre eux ont
So
fait détection.
no system is closed. You have to open your mind as to your own area, and these are things you need to do.
He advises Sahelian countries to block terrorist access to mining site and trace their foreign sponsors.
And then lastly, the issue of illegal mining.
La question de
This is where they are getting a lot of funds from illegal mining, kidnapping.
mine.
So we must stop them from getting those sources of funds.
C'est là qu'ils ont leur source de financement.
And then working with international organizations, the idea of the foreign partners that always want to support them, push them into
Les
the
organisations qui les soutiennent.
It's very important that we also track them.
The team lead reiterated that the region is safer and stronger working together.
Cited what he did when he was at theatre level and other commands that he has held. I recall when he was once on a radio phone-in program on Dandan Kura, where even the adversary was calling, and I remember his message. He said, and I quote, "We've been fighting for 10 years. We have not killed 10,000. We can fight for another 10 years. We will not kill 10,000. Gentlemen, the only way out of this is to still sit down and talk our way out of this." And this was what resonated the most with the people in the bush, including Sheiko before he died. Thank you very much.
The delegation led by Honorable Aliyu Kebi in Nigeria to learn from Nigeria how to tackle the menace of terrorism and the success of Operation Safe Corridor. Laimi Esson, Post Spy TV.